You know, there's no doubt that we live in a fast-paced society. And as we were just talking right now, our focus sometimes shifts. Our focus sometimes goes to other places because we allow ourselves to become consumed by everyday life, everyday living. And even as students, even as young men and women that are in public education, that are having to carry all the tasks and all the chores and everything that goes with it, sometimes we get so consumed, sometimes we can become overly burdened by everything that takes place around us. I never dismiss it. I don't, because I know. Some adults may think like, oh, the kids, they got it easy. Oh, the kids, oh, they don't know what it's like. But the reality is you guys carry those same kind of burdens, those same kind of stressors, the same kind of anxiety. So I wanted tonight to give you a different perspective. Speaking about Thanksgiving, there was a young businessman, and he was late to a meeting. He had just gotten his cup of Joe, his coffee, and he was into his phone, and he was rushing to get to a destination on time. When out of nowhere, he's bumped. Now he's frustrated. Now he's angry. Now he's covered in coffee. He's showing these emotions. And if I were to ask you, why did he spill the coffee? Why did he spill the coffee? You could say that, well, the young man was preoccupied. He had a cell phone. He had the coffee in his hands. He was in a rush. I mean, he could have got up 15 minutes early, right? He could have prepared himself. You could blame him. He wasn't paying attention where he was going. Or maybe you say, well, wait a minute, hold on. He had somewhere to go. He was trying to be responsible. He was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to get to his destination. It was important. It was imperative for him to show up. Maybe you say, well, it's the other young man. The other young man wasn't doing anything. He was just strutting, walking in. He could have been paying attention. He could have been a little bit more careful. I mean, come on, the guy didn't even help him. I mean, he just kind of threw his hands up and said, oh, my bad. Turned around and kept walking. But that's not the reason why. Where's that cup at? See, the reason why he spilled coffee was because inside of the cup there was coffee. That's why he spilled coffee. See, because if it was tea, he would have spilled tea. If it was punch, he would have spilled punch. If it was water, he would have spilled water. That's why. See, life is much like that. The things that we harbor, the things that we hang on to, the things that we hold on to, the anger, the frustration, the bitterness, anxiety, the stress, all those things that we hang on to, that's what comes out of our cup when life starts to squeeze us. If you hang on to frustration, then guess what? When life starts to squeeze you, what do you think is going to come out? If you hang on to anger, what do you think is going to come out when life starts to squeeze you? Whatever it is that you harbor, that you hang on to, when life comes around and starts pressing you, and it will, that's what will come out. The Bible speaks about having a thankful heart, about thanksgiving, about offering up thanks. Because here's something for you. When you have a heart full of gratitude, of thanksgiving, you can't be worried. When I am grateful and thankful, I can't be sad. When I am grateful and thankful, I can't be bitter. They don't go hand in hand. It will never happen. The Bible speaks about those specifically to change the way that we look at life. Because I mentioned to you earlier, you face certain circumstances and situations in your life. You feel certain stressors. You feel certain pressures. You feel certain things that kind of bring you down. Tonight, I wanted to make it more of a focus about having a heart of gratitude. Not just because this is the week that we celebrate, or we get together, or we make it a special occasion to say this is Thanksgiving. This is the time. No, I want you to look at it more as a lifestyle, a change in the way I approach life, a change in the way that I see myself walking in life. That no matter what comes my way, no matter what, I will be thankful. One of the scriptures, and I didn't ask him to put it up, but Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious for nothing, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God." 1 Thessalonians, "Give thanks in all circumstance, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." The idea behind the principle is no matter what you're facing, no matter what hardships are in your life, no matter which friends, quote unquote, speak to you or speak negatively about you, resist the temptation of falling into the other categories, to become bitter, to become frustrated, to become angry and agitated, to become completely desperate for something else. Many of you guys know my situation and know where I'm at. Some of the things that happened in my life. These last 2 weeks have been extremely difficult for me. And yes, I could have gone many times to become enraged and bitter and angry. But as I reflect, as I go back, being thankful in every circumstance, every single situation, no matter what, changes the way that I feel, the way that I am, the way that I interact, because I refuse to let that become who I am. I don't know if anybody here is facing that. I don't know if you faced it before. The reality is life will hand you some things that may be unfair. You may say, why me? I'm a good person. Why are they talking about me? Look at me. I love everybody. I accept everybody. Maybe you have questions about your parents. Maybe it's about your siblings. Maybe it's about your own personal family. Maybe everybody has something. Everyone has something. Tonight, I want to make it a point that no matter what your circumstance, no matter what your situation is, you reflect, you give God thanks. There's that statement that says, is the glass half empty? Or is it half full? Which is it? Most people will reflect and say, oh, it's half full. I don't have everything. But the ones that understand Thanksgiving, that understand a grateful heart, gratitude, will say, oh, I've got more than I need. It's like it's half. That's more than what I need. It's half full. It's more than what I need. Take the opportunity to really focus in on those things have a heart of thanksgiving in all circumstances, all situations. And you'll see how your mind will shift.